everybody. My name is David Matranga, and I play Bertold Hoover.
So we finally made it to the end of season two. And we've been kind of holding back a few things that we were hoping to talk about, but now since the whole season is out, we can discuss things in more depth, like at least this much depth, rather than like that. So we found out this season that Rhaina and Bertold are actually the Armor Titan and the Colossal Titan.
Right.
Big reveal.
Yes.
Now, I have my own answer, but how did you guys feel when you found out that information? What were your first thoughts? Anything like that? You being that it happened to you.
Yeah, I remember ultimately when I first got cast, you said something to the effect of, he doesn't have a ton in the first season, but it might get a lot bigger later on.
I did the same.
Bigger.
I did the same joke to Lauren for Annie.
Right.
My reaction was literally like, I knew it!
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that the Armor Titan and the Colossal Titan look quite a bit like
You guys.
Bertold and Rhaina.
Right.
I was like,
So we find out a bit about Ymir this season as well. A bit. Yeah. She went from like having only a little bit of dialogue in the background to I have a bunch of dialogue and I'm super crazy important. So what were your feelings on finding out about her ability and her power on the episode where it shows a lot of her upbringing and backstory to lead us up to the point where we meet her in season 1?
So I unfortunately had Amir's secret spoiled for me very, very, very early on.
All right.
So I knew the whole time that I was recording season 2 at least, that Amir is in fact a Titan in disguise. But all of the backstory, the details of her backstory were a genuine kind of like surprise for me. And in that respect, that's one way that I kind of struggle sometimes where I'm like, the fan in me is like, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised like everybody else. But then there's another part of me that's like, oh man, like, I do kind of wish that I had read ahead in the manga and that I had that knowledge, because I think it only adds like layers of complexity and understanding to the character.
So at the top of season 2, one of the first things we see that's brand new is Beast Titan.
Yeah.
Giant, hairy, ape-like Titan. We find out at like the very last shot of season 2, that person crawls out. Now, we as audience members, names revealed, anything's revealed yet, but we're like, we at least see what this person looks like.
Right.
Any guesses as any guesses as to who that is, how they might work into the next season?
I don't know who it is. I have no idea.
I do know who it is.
You know who it
Don't say
is?
anything. I do.
That's great.
I do. But I will say my first reaction upon seeing the Beast Titan is, why does that guy hate horses so much?
Now I want to know who it is. All right, no, don't tell me. I got from it is it does seem like there is a hierarchy of Titans, and that there's not just that there is a plan and a design here, and there's something happening, and it seems like it seems like they left us with the question of, is the Beast Titan running the show? Or I mean that's a question that I got from it. Like
It's a question.
yeah.
Definitely, it's a question. Yeah, I've read a bit ahead in the manga, so I know some stuff and things.
I kind of have a guess, but I don't know.
I know I've also read ahead in the manga. You guys, don't ruin it for the people who just watched it in the end.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things that happens in the last episode is Eren. Yeah, I'm so mad. Punch. My anger's pointing that way. All the Titans go, we're gonna go where the anger is. He has the ability to control them in some capacity. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And how do you think that might help pay off things later? What are some theories about how that power could come into play and be a positive or negative aspect of the storyline?
I mean, it seems like that Rhaina and Bertold have the ideology that man is useless and the end of the world is imminent, and either be on that losing side or be on this winning side. And if Eren has that power, then that seems like it could really mess up what they're trying to do.
Yeah, our advantage
Yeah,
is no less than an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he's as important as it seems that he is, the coordinates,
Yeah.
you know, and how does that play in? I mean, the coordinate into the fact that you can move Titans with energy.
Because of Aaron's passion and anger, like, I don't know if that helped in bringing that power out, but it's like I can see that as being a plus in like he's the strongest person to wield it. But I think it's like I feel like Aaron is like this loose cannon.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he doesn't obey orders. He's like completely ruled by his emotions and his passions. And I could see that like imagine somebody whose emotions have the ability to control Titans. Imagine those emotions kind of like get out of control.
Being a loose cannon.
Right.
Yeah.
Favorite moment of the season?
I don't know. I hate this question. I don't know if it's my favorite.
Yeah,
Because
it's going to have to be moments for me.
one moment that I liked. For some reason, the guy in the tower towards the beginning of the season that just wanted a drink. And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then, like, he's searching for the drink for, like, several episodes, and then he's finally finds and goes to drink it,
Yeah.
and there's nothing
Nothing in
there, and he's like, seriously? And then he gets swiped by a Titan, and I'm like, this is the show.
Not only
This
does he
is
get
the show in a nutshell.
Not only does he get swiped by the Titan, he's like, "Who dragged my food?" He doesn't even like make it to the Titan's mouth. It's like, boom, back of the
And he
head,
gets, like, yeah.
knocked out.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
felt like it was like an apt metaphor.
Believe it or not, though there wasn't a ton of action in it, I really liked the scene of the four characters hanging out in the trees for like almost the whole episode.
That's
You know,
the thing that,
it's dialogue driven, and,
Yeah.
and, you know, it's conversation driven, and it's not like we're going to switch to a shot of Titans and switch to a shot of everyone racing away on horseback. It's
Right.
just you guys figuring out what's up and what to do next.
and it's great, you know, they're both on different limbs, and there's just the back and forth and the difference in what they're saying as far as, you know, what Rhina thinks and the argument that Aaron's coming up with. Yeah, no, I dug that scene too. I also just like that they're high up in the trees. I don't know, it's just cool.
What's something you're hoping to see, or something plot-wise that you're hoping to be revealed as the show continues, and hopefully that would be in season 3?
One, biasly, I want to know why Amir agreed to go back with Rhina and Bertolt when she herself said, like, ooh, Aaron's power means there might be hope for those of us within the walls. Two, I want to know what's going to happen with Mikasa and Aaron now that, like, their, like, love connection has kind of been, like, made a little bit more obvious.
Yeah, they've always had a connection, and it's a strong connection, and they were raised as family, so
That's the most romantic it's gotten, though, Mike.
I know it has. I know, for sure.
I want to know what happened.
And maybe that'll be revealed.
Yeah, my big thing that I want to know is, what is the end game? You know, and I'm sure that probably won't be revealed in the next season. But it's like, it's sort of evolved, you know, with all of the stuff that was said in that tree scene of Rhina, you know, and them saying, you know, humanity is there's no hope. They were obviously tasked to do something. And what is that, and what is it for, you know? I mean, that's a huge question. That's a question of the show in some ways. But yeah, I would love to know more about that.
Tell all of your friends to binge watch Attack on Titan at Funimation.com/Attack on Titan, or
Funimation now.
Do it.
Binge watch.
We also wanted to give a shout out to the winner of the 105th Cadet Corps, the Scout Regiment.
Scout!
And we salute you.
Congratulations.
For those who've already rocked, we salute you. Give us your hearts! Research, defend, exterminate.
Season 3 is coming in 2018.